Michael was just wrapping up his final promotions for the in house promotion week, and he had shaken the hands of those who had gotten their promotions from within. It was a relief because Michael was finally waiting to see some well deserved promotions that were long overdue. He was so glad to get some people ready for the next level of their newfound careers at Smithton Automotive. Michael had sighed to Vanessa. Vanessa, it is so good to see some people finally make the next level. Vanessa had agreed. Yes, I agree. It is so nice to see some people make that promotion and make that step forward. Cindy also replied, Michael, I am so glad I made that step forward when I did not so long ago as well. Harrison jumped in as well and said, yeah, I can tell you, it's accelerating forward is always a good feeling. So they had all listened to all the uh, speak on all those who got promoted, and it was a very exciting environment to be in. The talk in the office was very exciting. There was a lot of excited new prospects. Well, that really sums it up for me, said Michael. What do you say to that, Vanessa? Said Michael. Well, I have to tell you, it feels good to see some people that really earned it, number one. And number two, it seems that it's a growth spurt in this company that is long overdue. I think so too, said Cindy. I think it shows that we're doing well as a company as well. We're going to have some visitors from the second building come over and tell us about their prospects as well. Oh, yeah, I get to see my husband, said Vanessa, as he is head of security and he can tell you all about promotions. Well, that's good, said Michael. It'll be good to hear firsthand knowledge of promotions. Everybody here has been promoted before, so it's not like we don't know what it is to be promoted. The only one that doesn't know anything about promotions is me. I've already been in that position long enough to tell you that watching the faces of those who get promoted is exciting enough as it is. I'm glad to shake hands with the people that are getting promoted. I see the excitement, I see the change in their overall appearance. Um, what can I say? I just see a difference in the attitude. The attitude, the atmosphere's changed. It's just a nice atmosphere to be in, said Michael. It is, said Vanessa. I agree, said Harrison. Well, with that said, let's break for now and let's leave it there and we'll pick up right where we leave off from here. Build the people in building 2 will be over, so we'll break right before they get over here. Okay, sounds good. So let's break for a few minutes and then they should be over here shortly. So everybody breaks to the coffee break room and grabs themselves a snack and coffee while they're waiting for the members of the building 2 to come over. Building 2 is a business operation that is a part of Smithton Automotive, but they sell cars over there at that operation site. So while everybody's getting ready to assemble and reassemble in the conference room, Michael takes a quick break and calls Grace. Well, Grace, I just wanted to tell you that the promotions went really well. I'm so happy, said Grace. Michael, I am so grateful that this part of the leg of this journey is come to a positive end. Yeah, me too, said Michael. I'm very happy. The atmosphere is electric and it's exciting, and everybody that deserved it got it. And I don't think we really left anybody untouched. I think everybody got what they deserved, said Michael to Grace. Oh, that's good. How much time do you have before you have to go back into the break room? Well, everybody is in the break room. I just wanted to talk to you real quick to tell you that everything went successfully. So I'm going to break from here and I'm going to go back into the conference room, and I just wanted to tell you everything went well. Thank you for calling me, said Grace. I'm really grateful to hear this. This is good news. Yes, Grace, it is good news. Thank you, said Michael. Okay, I will call you back later or come home straight home from work, said Michael. Okay, said Grace. As Grace and Michael hung up, Michael headed back to the conference room where everybody was assembling in, and the members of the and employees from Building 2 came in. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you. Oh, Michael Roberts, it's nice to see you too, said Mike Smithton. Oh, good to see you too. And of course, Frank, it's nice to see you as well. Some other unfamiliar faces that I'm not very familiar with, you'll have to put on a name tag so I can get to know you. Okay, said Michael. Okay, so how was promotion week for everybody over there at the second building? Everything went very positive. The energy is really good. It's exactly what we were hoping for. I'd like the idea that we did this instead of doing random promotions. Promotion week is really a positive step forward. It gave everybody a chance to prepare for their promotions. And those who didn't get promotions, well, we gave them incentives, is what we did. We gave them incentive packages. That way we didn't leave anybody out. Oh, that's a fantastic idea, said Michael to Frank. That was awesome, in fact, said Vanessa. I like that idea a lot, as she looked at her husband, Michael Roberts. Wow, that's incredible. I didn't even think of that, said Michael Smithton. I'll have to think about that incentive package a lot more. You'll have to give me the details, Frank Rutherford, said Michael Smithton. Okay, well, as everybody mingled and talked amongst themselves, this was a really informal meeting, so it wasn't like there was anything they had to go over, but they just wanted to discuss random things, nothing specific. As the meeting broke apart and people trickled out of the meeting, they said their slow goodbyes and dispersed for the rest of the remainder of the day. Michael mentioned to Frank Rutherford, thank you for some of those good tips. I think I'm going to apply that to my repertoire. Oh, that's excellent, said Frank Rutherford. I think it was a good idea as well. Well, listen, Frank Rutherford said to Michael Smithton, I got to get back to the building. We got a lot of work ahead of ourselves as well, said Mike Smithton. Okay, great. Well, this was a good chance for Mike to peel out. He told Vanessa he was going to head home early. Hey, Vanessa, listen, I'm going to head home. I think there's enough that's been done today. I feel kind of weathered out. That's okay, said Vanessa. I think most of our work has been done anyway. It was a long couple hours anyway. Okay, so without too much else, I'm not going to go back into the office. I got what I need. Unless I better grab my suitcase. I should go back in the office. So Michael Smithton went back in the office and said his goodbyes and grabbed his suitcase and got a chance to say his good so long to Carol Henderson in HR, and then headed out the door to head back home. Traffic was light, being it was early in the afternoon. So he got home and he saw Grace. Grace, I'm home early. It's only 2:30. Oh, that's good. Michael. I'm glad to see you. You got home just in time before school let out, so that's a good thing. Well, it gives me a chance to unwind. Oh, stress. I felt overwhelmed. Yeah, it could be overwhelming. It's good to unwind. Why don't you unwind and relax? And because the kids are going to be coming home soon. So Michael made his way upstairs and relaxed on the bed. Well, Mike said, Grace, I'm going to head over to get the kids. Why don't you just stay here and relax? The nannies are going to be here as well. They're going to help with the kids. So I think it's a good time maybe to take a nap or rest while we're getting the kids together. Okay, said Michael to Grace. So Grace went and got the kids as well as the nannies assisted, and they picked up the kids from school. It's a lot to get six kids back and forth from home to school, but with the help of the nannies and the babysitters, it's a lot easier. It's been quite a day, kids, I have to admit, as they piled in the car. Love you, Mom. How about all the work we have to do? Oh, really? Homework? Yes, we have homework. I guess you're going to be busy at home. Yeah, said Elijah. I have more homework than I realize. I'm so sorry about that, Elijah, said Grace to her son. Okay, so let's call it a day and let's get home. As Grace pulled in the car and pulled out of the driving driving lane at school, got home reasonably in time. Dinner was already prepared, thankfully, because Mom and Dad came home and helped prepare a dinner. Oh, Mom and Dad, thank you so much. Well, we figured you were going to be busy with the kids. So we decided to stop in and bring some groceries in and buy you some food and cook up some meals for dinner. What a wonderful surprise. Michael's upstairs sleeping. The nannies were so happy, as Carrie is excited as well. It's nice to have you here, said Carrie. Wow, what a way to relax and unwind, just us as a family. As they got prepared and started having the table set and everything, Michael came downstairs. Oh, Mom, Dad, it's so good to see you. Well, we prepared dinner. We figured we would have some type of dinner, mashed potatoes, corn, and of course, Mom's favorite. What is that? Oh, it's noodles and well, it was chicken cacciatore. I hope the kids like it. They'll like it. Okay, good. They can also have chicken pot pies too if they want. She has them in the oven. Okay, that's good too because that's a option for the kids. Excellent, said Michael. Grace was excited to hear about the chicken pot pies. You just never know with kids, said Michael. Okay, great. As they gathered around the table, Mrs. Yokoshoto made her way upstairs. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Wow, nice to have dinner together, too. I'm so happy to see you kids. It's nice to see you, Elijah and Jeni and Melissa. Hi, said Melissa to Mrs. Yokoshoto. Hi, said Bailey to Mrs. Yokoshoto. Oh, it's good to see all of you so much. As they sat down and finished up cleaning up after themselves after a long dinner, it was really nice and relaxing. They got a chance to catch up and talk about school and all the things that were going on. They finished their dinner quite quickly. Wow. Oh, did you really enjoy dinner that much? Yes, it was really good, said Elijah. I really like the chicken cacciatore, Grandma. Oh, that's so wonderful. I didn't make it. Grandma Adrian made it. Oh, Grandma Adrian. Yes, I did. Oh, it's wonderful. Grace and Michael helped clean up the table as everybody else got ready to do the rest of their homework and clean up for the rest of the night. Homework was enormous. It was more than what they were used to. It was a load of homework. So Elijah had to stay up a little later, but everybody else got ready for bed a little bit early instead. Early being 8:30, but nonetheless Elijah had to stay up. Elijah, I didn't realize you had this much homework, said Grace. Yeah. So by the time Elijah went to bed, everybody was asleep. The nanny was relieved by Jackie. Carrie, it was good having you here. Thank you for being so good and timely. As Jackie relieved her for the night, she was working the night shift. It's nice to see you, Jackie. It's nice to see you here. Is everybody sleeping? Yeah, Elisha's just went to bed. He had a lot of extra homework. I'm glad to see that all of you were busy about your business before I got here because I didn't know if everybody would be up. No, Grandma Yokoshoto just went downstairs to help Elijah for a little bit, but otherwise everybody's asleep. Grandma and Grandpap left a little bit earlier. They helped cook dinner, said Michael. Oh, that's good. So, really, is there anything I need to do before I go upstairs? No, there's nothing for you to do. Just watch over the kids tonight and do what you do normally, said Michael. Grace is already upstairs and we're ready to go to bed ourselves. Okay, said Jackie to Michael. Thank you very much. As Michael headed upstairs, everybody was already sleeping, including Grace. Michael just breathed a sigh of relief. It was just him. He was trying to get ready for bed, but he had such a busy day that it was hard to get to sleep. He opened up the Bible and started reading. It was a good time to get some downtime and pray. Father God, I just thank you so much for this day. It was a full day. I pray thank you for all the accomplishments that were made at work, all the things and the blessings that we have as a family. You've blessed us so much as people and as a family especially. Thank you so much, Lord, for giving me this time to be alone with you. In Jesus' holy name, I pray. Amen. As Michael began to read, he started reading in chapters Hebrews 11 and also in other chapters in 2 Peter 2. But then soon enough, he got so tired he had to sleep and rest. Because it was a long day, he finally got himself to sleep. By the next day, he was ready to start the day. He wore his best suit and he said he was ready to go, but he didn't realize that he didn't have to wear the suit he had to wear. He was going to dress casual instead. He got on his full armor of God, according to Ephesians 6:10, and wore a casual outfit to work. He told Grace it was too much of a day ahead of him that he had to head into work early. Grace and Michael talked real briefly and kissed each other goodbye. Grace, I just want to tell you I love you so much. I love you too. I have to go into work. Okay, Michael. Have a safe trip into work and I'll talk to you later. That's great, Grace. I love you too. I love you, said Grace. As Michael headed into the parking spot over in the driveway, he got into the car and headed off to work. It was a nice drive to work as he headed into work slowly, but got there safely.